Karen Fomafung, your Agile Evangelist, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be demonstrating live two different approaches or the roadmaps of two different approaches on how to become a Scrum Master. You know, the reason why I'm coming up with this content is because lately, for some reasons, we've been getting a lot of, Karen, is this even a possibility? Is this actually working? Do we still have jobs out there? I've been getting a lot of this, and which is why by the end of this video, if you stay tuned to the very end, you should be able to clearly see these different approaches, assess yourself, and determine if what you're already doing is enough or you need to do other things in order to be able to achieve your goal. Now, well, before we get started, I would like us to quickly touch on some of the benefits of this career path. Why everybody should be learning Agile. Why everyone, not because you want to become a Scrum Master, why it is important to be Agile. Well, if your interest is to become a Scrum Master as a career, that is even most helpful to you. So now come with me, let's look into some of these reasons. The very first one is the salary. The average salary of a Scrum Master that I've seen today, as of today, 120K to 250K per year. Is that not amazing? Come to think of it. I mean, to me, salary is not the most important. It is important, but not the most important to me, because being an Agile personality, there are so many different amazing benefits. But to you, money is that important? Yes, this is what you will be getting per year. The second reason is fulfilling and impactful. The Agile career path, being a Scrum Master, is one of the most fulfilling things I've ever done in my life. In the sense that, I mean, just look at me as Coach Karen. I mean, my job is really impacting people's lives, helping people uncover their full potentials and thrive, helping organizations to achieve their desired goals, helping teams and individuals to achieve their desired goals from a career perspective, helping thousands of people land their dream jobs, becoming something that they've never thought is even possible, just through my influence, just living my passion as an Agile practitioner. That is so amazing. You know, the fulfillment I gain inside is what money can never buy. Look, most of the times, just hearing that one of my students have landed their jobs, landed their dream jobs, especially knowing their story, knowing where they've been, knowing all the struggles that they've gone through, you know, just hearing all of that, most of the time, regardless of the kind of problem I have, it wipes away my problems automatically. I just feel joyful inside. I just feel happy. That is the career of an Agile practitioner for you. So if to you that is important, then yes, that is one of the benefits you will be getting as an Agile practitioner. The third reason is the wide market. Look, if you all have been following me now for a while, you must have heard me say this countless times. 95% of organizations globally are currently transitioning into Agile because they've seen that it works. They've seen how winning it is. The waterfall way of managing projects is becoming obsolete, really. Not the process though. I'm talking about the approach from a mindset perspective is becoming obsolete, which is why most organizations, especially the big names out there, are transitioning to Agile and they're testifying that it's winning. Today, I even learned that the Department of Defense has embraced Agile and they're currently transitioning to Agile. I'm talking about the US today. Spotify, Twitter, Microsoft, Amazon. These are just some of the examples of organizations that are transitioning into Agile and they are winning big time. From an African perspective, Standard Bank in South Africa, they are currently transitioning. So it is a global thing. And out of this 95%, 85% of organizations are looking to do it right. Now, only one role has been designed to help these organizations get it right. That is the role of a Scrum Master, which is why the market is wide. And another important thing you should know is that regardless of the industry, Agile is applicable in every industry, really, regardless of whether it's a finance industry, whether it's a tech industry, whether it's health industry, utility industry, construction industry. Regardless of the industry, Agile is highly applicable, okay? Because it comes from a mindset perspective, and then from that mindset, organizations will determine which framework to use out of the different options that will help them accomplish their goals. So yes, the market will always be booming, and we will go into looking at the reasons why. I keep saying the market is booming, but yet you are struggling to get a job. You are still not able to land even a single job. Meanwhile, I believe that every individual is eligible to having at least 6 jobs. At least 6 jobs out there for every individual looking to get into this Agile career path. Now, the next reason is versatile skill set applicable in all areas. Look, most of the time we have people that will join our training programs, sometimes join our mentoring programs, not because they are looking to become a Scrum Master, not because they are looking to become an Agile coach. No, none of that. They are only looking to acquire those skill sets because they know better. They know that with the Agile way of thinking, every area of your life is transformed. Every area of your life is refined for the better. So the skill set you acquire from the trainings you get as an Agile, just knowing Agile, it makes your work better. Whatever work you're doing, maybe you're a nurse, maybe you are a doctor, maybe you are a developer, whatever you're doing, you just do it better with the skill set. In your family, like in my home right now, everybody, we operate from an Agile perspective. We treat each other from an Agile perspective. We run our lives from an Agile perspective. We do work from an Agile perspective. So it is highly rewarding. The career is highly rewarding. So it's very difficult to hear someone that goes through our program and then come out regretting, even if they didn't get a job, come out regretting, because the skill set, the mindset, the personality they've acquired is something money can never buy. Okay, and now last but not the least, as an Agile practitioner, based on how the whole profession is structured, you are forced to continuously learn and improve. It's just a part of it. Okay, so that way you thriving to remain relevant, the same way you're building and developing your own self. You will be interacting with the community, because that's really the only way you can succeed as an Agile practitioner. Being able to interact with community, and that way you're networking, you're building lasting relationships. I have people from being Agile that has become besties till date. Like several years ago, I see them going on boat rides, I see them going on vacation, taking long trips in each other's house, visiting each other, being there for each other, just from the relationship they acquired from our own training programs. You know, I've also built lasting relationships in this Agile space with different Agile practitioners because of how we structure just my quest to seek knowledge, continuously learn, just to keep my learning alive so that I can better serve my community. I have established lasting relationships. So yes, continuous learning and continuous improvement it will just become a part of you, and that way you are getting better throughout your overall life. Isn't that amazing? So yeah, out of the so many benefits of becoming a Scrum Master, these are just a few of them. So if you have not been considering this, I would strongly suggest that you start looking into this. Now, I'm going to quickly show us here what some of the approaches. I have designed 2 different approaches that you can take to become a Scrum Master. I'm going to go through them step by step, and then from there you will assess yourself and determine what you've been doing wrong and what you should do to close your gaps to finally achieve your dream of becoming an Agile practitioner. The very first approach is what I call the 2 days training and certification approach. That's the very first approach, the 2 days training and certification. Now, with these 2 days training and certification approach, this is what happens. You go through any of the trainings out there, Scrum Alliance, any provider out there. You sit in the class for 2 days. You get trained on Scrum framework, on the Scrum framework, right? You get trained on the Scrum framework. And then from there, after the 2 days training, you go sit for a certification. You get certified. My spelling, I don't know, certification. Okay, you get certified, right? You acquire that certification. This is the very first approach. 2 days training on Scrum framework, you acquire a certification and you're shipped into the market to look for jobs. With this approach, the cost for this ranges between, I have seen some trainings out there for $100. Really, I have seen some trainings out there for $100. So it ranges between $100 to $1,500. That's the average prices that I've really seen out there for this 2 day certification. Okay, now with this one, come to think of it, the skill set that you acquire is you understand the theory of Scrum, of the Scrum framework, and what are the components of the Scrum framework. In these trainings, they typically give you an overview of Agile, and then they typically tell you about what Scrum is, the characteristics of Scrum, the pillars of Scrum, that is transparency, inspection, and adaptation. They tell you about the Scrum values. Now they also touch on the Scrum events. They touch on the Scrum artifacts. They touch on the Scrum accountabilities, and that's it, really, for the most part. That's it. Now they can just touch here and there on capacity and stuff like that, estimation, but not that deep. So that is how the curriculum is structured. And then after that, you are shipped into the market. You start looking for jobs. It takes you approximately between, averagely, really, 6 months to infinity to either get a job or never ever get a job. Most people from this training, only 3% of people from this kind of training will get calls from recruiters, right? Out of this 3% who receive calls from recruiters, only 1% get hired after averagely 6 months to 2 years before they finally land a job. Only 1% get hired. Only 3% get those calls. Look, that's not the first approach for you, the 2 days training. Now, let's look at the second approach. So with the second approach is what I call, approach number 2 is what I call the 360 degrees approach. With the 360 degree approach, I'm just going to use our own example on how our training is structured to explain this. We have a 1 month training, which is equivalent to what the 2 days training I just talked about. Ours is structured for a whole month. We have a 1 month training program, which is what we call the level 1 training. Level 1 training, right? With our level 1 training, the thing is, most recruiters out there, in real life, they are looking for people that will come in and solve real problems. So when you start, you even get that, if you're among the 3% that ever get the calls, you will find out that, you can bear me witness, they are asking you things that you've never heard about when you took your training and you passed even 95% or 99% during the exams. Now, when you start looking for jobs, they're asking you things that you've never heard before in your life, because that's real life. They're facing this kind of challenges. So our level 1 program captures all of the things that you need to know to succeed on the field while finding the job and on the ground while working. So what we cover in our level 1, but mostly from a theoretical perspective and some practicals, is we give you an overview of waterfall project management. We give you detailed insight of the software development lifecycle, SDLC. We teach you on how Agile, some of the challenges of waterfall, We also teach you on the transition, how it came about, the transitioning from waterfall to agile. And that way we are giving you a detailed overview of agile, the agile ways of working. We also teach you in details some of the common agile frameworks, and one of them that we go in depth is Scrum. We also touch on Kanban. And then some other things you need to know that nobody ever talks about. Nobody ever talks about. But our training is customized to capture all of these things. That is why people who go through our training usually stands out on the field. Okay, we also touch on the engineering practices. Different estimation techniques. And then we also touch on metrics. Everything you need to know about metrics. Capacity planning. Many more. That alone is only the theory, really. So that is why most of the time when people say, oh, I already have my 2-day certification, I'm good to go, I just like, okay, I'm not sure you even know what you're talking about. So all of these things and many more that I cannot even list here right now are the things that you need to know to build that foundation. You cannot build a house on a faulty foundation. If you want your foundation to be solid, these are the things that you need to know. Because when you start going for interviews, they will be expecting you to know these things. Okay? Now, that is the level 1. You go through this training. After this training is over, and it's spread across 1 month. So as part of the training too, we prepare you for exams, right? So that you're passing your certification. We have real-time exam questions. Not made up ones. I mean real-time exam questions that will help you pass your exam. Now, that is just the first step. With level 1 that I've listed all these things that you'll be learning, and the program duration is 1 month. Spread across. And the program chapters, we have 8 chapters. Spread across 1 month. That's it. Now, from level 1, how do you get yourself equipped to succeed in landing an interview and succeed on the job long term? How do you move from here to here, which is what we call the level 2 program? You see, with the standard Scrum curriculum, which is the 2 days training most people get, you only cover this Scrum framework, right? Scrum framework. But to be able to succeed in landing the job, there are so many different things that is like 90% of the other things that is not covered in Scrum that you need to know. And there is no way on earth, it's just impossible for you to be able to cover these things, know these things, and be it within 2 days. It's not possible at all. So all of these other skills we are talking about, facilitation, coaching, mentoring, emotional intelligence, being able to manage emotions, self-awareness, powerful questioning, metrics, estimation, being able to use these different tools, personality, mindset transformation, vocabulary adjustments, all of these different things, listening skills, level 3 degree listening, team self-assessment, all of these different things. It's not possible for you to be able to learn these things within 2 days. And by the way, it is not part of Scrum. All those things that I'm talking about. So all of these skill sets are the reasons why you've not been able to get a call or land a job. Resume preparation, LinkedIn building, all of that. Communication. You may already know that only, I think, 7% of verbal words is a part of communication. The remaining 93% is more body language, tone of voice, gestures, and all of that is what we cover in this level 2. So the reason why you are stuck here, you're paying $100, right, to get trained, and you never ever get the call, or you never ever get the job, is because you don't have enough. You what you pay is what you get. So you need to be able to acquire all those different skills that are missing in this middle, from level 1 to level 2. So our level 2 is designed to help you achieve all of these different skills. And so for people that sometimes they would ask, no, I already got the training, so I thought the mentoring program should be cheaper than the training. That is exactly why it's not cheaper, okay? And the value that our program offers for those that have passed through our program, I can tell you, is like 15 times the price we charge. The price we charge is really like a token compared to the value that the program offers. So all of these different skill sets is what you're missing. So come to think of it, the level 2 program, our level 2 program, this is the cost, 1,500. Our level 1 program is 1,000. You've seen everything I've explained. So the duration for level 2 is 2 months. 2 months. That's the duration for level 2. So averagely, you should be looking into 3 months to be trained, mentored, coached, to finally achieve your goal of becoming a working Scrum Master. 3 months. And you should be looking into investing time, money, emotions, energy. You should be looking into investing these 4 things. It's critical. It's not something you can feel that you will rush over, because the foundation, if it's faulty, it will follow you. There are some people that even if you eventually get the job, on the job, if your foundation is faulty, you will still struggle. That's why most people usually run to us and take our level 3 program so that we can help them. Their foundation is faulty, you see. So until you close that foundation gap before anything can work, it's just like a puzzle. If a piece is missing, that's it. So you should be looking, if you're not ready to invest your time, invest money, invest emotions, because there'll be ups and downs in this thing, and energy, then I don't think you're ready to succeed. So now, based on everything I've shared, look into these 2 approaches. A 2-day training, a certification that will cost you only like $100, or ranging from $100 to $1,500, and you never ever get the job. Or you spend like 2 years or 3 years when you've wasted time, wasted money, wasted energy, wasted emotions, frustration, demotivated, even discouraged other people, and never ever get the job. Or you will prefer to go with this 3 months program and spend approximately $2,500, and that's for now, because from August our prices are, we are upgrading our prices. $2,500, that will give you the theoretical understanding, being able to coach, mentoring skills, training skills, facilitation skills, practical experience, being able to be a part of a real life project, gather the experience you need, confidence, mindset transformation, how to approach interviews, how to build your resume, LinkedIn, what it takes to be successful on the job, how to interpret metrics, how to manage emotions, how to be self-aware, how to introspect, how to retrospect, all of that, to acquire all of that and pay this money, or you prefer to go waste this money that will never ever help you achieve the goal. So you tell me, which one do you prefer to go by? So that's it. Now let's touch on the question on why I keep saying that there is a wide market. The market is booming, yet people are not getting jobs. Just like every other profession, we know that Agile is still evolving, which is why it's not a thing yet in schools. Very few schools really offer a degree in Agile. Really, I've seen only one school as of today that offers a degree in Agile, which is the school I went to, and I really struggled to even find that school. it's still evolving. So now organizations also are learning and evolving. There are so many imposters and opportunists out there in this agile space that don't have experience, and then they will eventually get that jobs. They hire them, and then averagely organizations spend no less than $20,000 to hire one person. And then after they hire this person, they realize it's the wrong person. The person doesn't know what they're doing. They get discouraged and frustrated. So now they have tightened the hiring process. They've made it very tight and strict because they don't want to make a mistake in hiring, which is one of the reasons why you are not getting those calls, you are not getting the job, because you are not understanding how to go about setting up your resume, or you don't know what to tell in the interview to win the heart of the interviewer. You don't know. That is why you see so many jobs out there, but yet you're not even able to reserve a single one for yourself. Okay? So that is the reason why. So if you really want to be successful, ask yourself, with these two different approaches, the 2 days training and certification approach that I have demonstrated and our 360-degree approach, which one is appropriate or which one is right for you. That's going to be it for today. Thank you so much. Please, if you have not tuned in yet, go ahead and tune in and turn on that subscription button, notification bell. You will never miss out on any of our videos. Also, we have an upcoming training starting on the 6th of July for level 1. Enroll today, and let's have the honor to walk you through this agile journey. Thank you and take care. Bye.